Go.
All right, guys, today we're going to be going ahead and talking about the first 1 through 3 bills when we're talking with customers. This is extremely important to make sure that we explain to customers before they pay for the taxes, every time before they pay for the taxes. So it's going to go something like this. All right, Mr. Customer, so I'm going to go ahead and explain your first, second, and your third bill. Now, the first thing that we're going to explain, it's not going to be the first billing cycle. It's not going to be the second. It's going to be the third billing cycle. The reason is because this is the good news, right? If you have an opportunity to give someone both good news and bad news, you always give them the good news first, right? The reason is because, they're going to start viewing the negative thing, right, or the bad news with the positive mood that they just got put in because you gave them the good news, right? So if you start off with the bad news and then tell them the good news afterwards, they're going to be looking at the good news with that negative mindset that the bad news gave them, right? So we're already going to start off with the positive part. Now, Mr. Customer, your third bill is going to be super, super cheap, right? The reason why your third bill is so cheap is because it takes two billing cycles for the bill credits that we talked about in the beginning to kick in. Because it takes two billing cycles, though, they take the credit that would have been from the first bill and would have been from the second bill, and they add them all into that third bill, which drops it way down to like $20 or $30. Obviously, the fourth bill is going to be exactly what we quoted you, and that's what it's going to stay, but your third bill is going to be super, super cheap, right? Now, the average from your first, second, and third bill will all be an exact average of exactly what I quoted you. So if your first bill is higher, your third bill is going to be that much lower to counteract it, right? The next thing we're now going to be talking about is the proration on the first bill, right? So I just explained the third bill. Now we're going to jump onto the first bill, right? So Mr. Customer, do you know what proration is? If the customer answers yes, I know what proration is, awesome. We still have to explain it, but it's pretty simple, okay? So obviously, we're not going to make you pay for the entire month of August, right? So today's month of August. We're not going to make you pay for the whole month of August. We're only going to make you pay for the, the month in July, the month in September, right? The next month following August. But the reason why we're not going to make you pay for the month of August is because you haven't had the phones for that time. On your first bill, though, you're going to have the entire month of September and however many days are left in August for whenever you turn on your phone, right? So if there's only like 10 days left in August, then they're going to take the 10 days from that bill and add it onto the entire September bill. So your first bill is going to be a little bit higher than what we quoted you because you're paying for September and however many days are left in August. Now your second bill is going to be a little bit less than the first bill, but still not exactly what we quoted you because those bill credits haven't kicked in. Then of course your third bill is going to be super, super cheap because the credits from the first and the second just got put in that third bill, which drops it way down to like $20, $30. And of course your fourth bill is exactly what we quoted you. And that's it. That's exactly how we explain those bill credits. But for you guys, I want to explain a little bit further as to why the first and second bills are going to be high and the third bill so low. Right? So like right now, the iPhone 12 normally costs $20 a month, right? So it costs $20 a month here, $20 a month here, and $20 a month here. However, when we give the customer the phone, they actually end up getting it 50% off, which means they get $10 subtracted, which means the phone ends up only being $10 here, $10 off here, which means the phone ends up being $10 here, and of course, $10 here, because they're getting this $10 bill credit. However, for the first 2 months, they don't get that $10 bill credit, which means they're going to be paying the full $20 for the first month and the full $20 for the second month. But because they missed this $10 credit right here and the one right here, they're going to take that $10 and they're going to subtract it off of this third bill, which means they're really paying negative $10 for that iPhone 12. Now, when we're looking at a customer who has like 5 or 6 phones on their account, yeah, that's why it's able to bring their bill so far down below because they're getting that bill credit caught up on that third bill. Hope this was useful for you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you guys in that mode.